Yo, if you want a high-velocity, soul-shattering, and totally addictive progression fantasy masterpiece that hits with the absolute top-tier structural friction of John Grisham and the relentless, zero-compromise mechanical weight of an elite battlefield military sandbox, TurtleMe has engineered an absolute world-class triumph. Convergence drops us headfirst into the deeply layered, highly volatile perimeters of a continental war zone, launching the high-octane fifth installment of the celebrated The Beginning After the End saga. We follow our fierce, hyper-analytical, and fiercely resilient protagonist, the ultimate reincarnated battle mage Arthur Leywin, as he drops his defensive isolation buffers to execute a high-stakes emergency power extraction protocol, manually upgrading his core elements alongside his fierce, hyper-possessive dragon companion Sylvie and his elite operational unit. The vibe is zero-compromise battlefield domination meets a relentless, slow-burn continental survival trial. The narrative structure hits absolute overdrive when the Alacryan invading forces drop their defensive layers, exposing a lethal web of corporate Asoran betrayals, hidden layout assets, and dangerous blood debts tracking Decathlon from the shadows. Arthur's hyper-observant survival radar clicks into maximum capacity. He completely refuses to be a passive target or a submissive casualty trope in these high-stakes multi-dimensional tier games. Tasked with holding the front lines as a continental commander, Arthur treats his brutal close-quarters combat engagements and hostile mana fluctuations with masterclass precision, manually forging his core metrics, outmaneuvering elite Vritra shadow assets tracking his family pool, and leveling up his combat tradecraft to survive a forced confrontation against unhinged scythes. TurtleMe treats the magical distribution grids, spiritual advancement pathways, and high-tier military blueprints with fantastic structural weight. This isn't just standard level-up shooter filler loops. It is a gritty, high-friction landscape where long-buried blood oaths, ancient entity political matrices, and deep hidden vulnerabilities intersect, requiring our protagonist to rely on his ultimate survival calculations to outmaneuver the enemy forces. This audiobook is a total sleep-depriving binge listen because the dynamic narration perfectly captures Arthur's sharp, tactical internal calculations alongside the staggering, commanding growls of an elite anti-hero system where the ultimate penalty for failing to defend the border is absolute personal erasure. Trust me, if you want a progression epic that treats its complex magical blueprints and tactical battlefield extractions with perfect logical weight, this book is the absolute GOAT.